The eland is Africa's heavyweight antelope, built like a bovine but moving with surprising grace. Two species dominate this story: the widespread common eland of eastern and southern Africa, and the rarer giant eland of Central and West Africa. Both carry spiral horns, both sexes wear them, and both can clear a fence higher than a person with a single spring. Look closer and the design choices pop. A loose throat dewlap helps with heat exchange. Bulls grow a dark mane and a brush of hair on the forehead, and the heavier the bull, the deeper the color. As they walk, you hear a distinct clicking, tendons snapping over bones in the knees, an accidental metronome that probably signals size and confidence to rivals. Eland aren't sprinters like gazelles, but they specialize in energy-saving travel. They trot efficiently for miles, conserving water and heat, letting body temperature drift higher by day to reduce sweating, then radiating it away at night. It's a desert-tested trick also seen in camels and oryx. Food is where eland show their flexibility. They browse leaves, nibble twigs, and will graze fresh grasses after rain. Their tongues are prehensile, their lips tough enough for thorny acacia, and their broad muzzles sweep like vacuum nozzles. In lean seasons, they shift to whatever stays green, including succulents that carry their own water. Herd life is fluid. Females and calves move in nursery groups that fuse and split, following green-ups across woodlands and savannas. Bulls drift alongside, sometimes forming bachelor bands, sometimes shadowing female groups when mating chances rise. There's no carved-in-stone territory. Dominance is negotiated more than defended. When bulls argue, it's choreographed rather than chaotic. Heads lower, horns interlock, shoulders push, and each tries to lever the other's mass away. Fights are brief. Posture and that knee-clicking soundtrack usually settle the question, sparing both from injury. Calves arrive after a long gestation, already walking within hours. For the first weeks, mothers often park them in light cover while they feed, returning to nurse. Later, the young gather in creches, sprinting in tight clusters when danger comes, a living school of fish on land, while mothers wheel and place themselves between calves and the threat. Predators raid this dance well. Lions test the herd, looking for a lapse. Spotted hyenas pressure the edges at night. African wild dogs bet on coordination and endurance, harrying a target until it breaks from the group. An adult bull is a gamble for any predator, but a separated calf or an aging cow can tip the odds. Eland bring their own defenses beyond mass and horns. Their color bands, tan with faint white stripes, break the body outline in flickering shade. The dewlap and neck fringe make the chest look larger from the front, a visual exaggeration that matters in standoffs. And when running fails, a hooked horn swung sideways is a serious deterrent. Partners ride along. Oxpeckers comb the eland's coat for ticks, and the bird's chatter can function as an early warning system. The relationship isn't perfect. Oxpeckers sometimes keep wounds open, but on balance, the alliance helps in parasite country. Humans have noticed the eland's strengths for a long time. Ancient rock art shows hunters fixated on their power and size. In the 20th century, scientists tried ranching eland for meat and ultra-rich milk, finding they handle drought and poor forage better than cattle. The idea never spread widely, but it proved the point. This antelope is remarkably adaptable. Water strategy is another quiet superpower. Eland can go long stretches by drawing moisture from leaves and storing fat in a way that buffers dry spells. When water is available, they drink deeply and move on, avoiding the risky crowds that gather at predictable waterholes. As seasons swing, eland follow ephemeral abundance. After the first storms, they track new growth along soil types and subtle elevation changes, using memory of where the green arrives first. In drought, they retreat to browsy woodlands, where shrubs hold on to leaves long after grasslands crisp. Their movement creates ecological ripples. Browsing prunes shrubs into denser forms, changing bird nesting options. Seeds swallowed with pods pass through and sprout in new places, hitchhiking in a mobile fertilizer package. Where eland roam, plant communities wear their signature. Not all eland have the same future. The common eland is doing relatively well across large ranges and protected areas. The giant eland is more vulnerable. scattered in pockets where habitat loss and poaching take a heavier toll. For an animal that relies on movement and space, fragmentation is the quiet enemy. Watch an evening herd and you see why they endure. Calves practice horn feints, bulls rumble like distant drums, and the last light lays stripes across the stripes. They are big, yes, but they survive by being flexible. Diet, movement, social rules, even body temperature, all tuned to landscapes that change by the week. By dawn, the clicking resumes, a wooden castanet tick across the savanna. The sound is easy to dismiss until you know what it means. An antelope that learned to win by wasting nothing, and to carry its size lightly across a continent that demands both strength and restraint.